teaching children incorrect and distorted sounds can be detrimental. Now, most of us parents do not realize the possible consequences that children face when we teach them incorrect and distorted sounds. So, in today's video, we are going to explore and try to understand the challenges that learners face when they have learned the incorrect and distorted sounds when we make them learn to read. So let's dive into this. Now, I've seen most of the parents teach their children learn to read based on what they think is correct and from their own experience and from the countless videos that are available on YouTube, which is absolutely fine. But before you can start with an approach, make sure that you are following the right and proven system to make your child learn to read. Now, over the last 10 years of me working with parents and children globally, what I have realized is when children have learned incorrect and distorted sounds, the biggest challenge that they face is while blending and reading words. Yes, blending is the area where majority of children face issues and problems when they have learned incorrect and distorted sounds. Now, what do I mean by this? So to understand and help me clear out this point, consider this example of the word blimp. Now, when the child is segmenting and blending the word blimp with the distorted and incorrect sounds, this is how they would sound. B, L, E, M, P. And if you observe, I am adding the extra in all these sounds, which basically means that the child has learned the distorted sounds. So when we teach them sounds with the addition of the extra that is what is distorting the original sound. So how would the child blend these distorted sound to read the word blimp? B, L, E, M, P. But is that how the word blimp is pronounced? Absolutely not. Now, when I segment and blend the same word with the correct sounds, this is how it would sound. Blimp. And you can see how effortless the blending was. Let's take another example of the word track. Now, when the child is using the distorted sounds by adding the extra this is how it would sound. T, R, A, K, T. T. But is that how the word tract is pronounced? Absolutely not. So when the child is segmenting and blending the same word tract with the correct sounds, this is how it would sound. Tract. And see how effortless blending is when I've been using the correct sounds. So it is absolutely vital and important that you as parents teach the correct sounds to children by avoiding adding the extra in these sounds. You also need to learn and understand the different concepts in these sounds. So, for example, there are stop sounds, continuous sounds, voiced and unvoiced sounds, soft and loud sounds, which when you learn, makes learning to read becomes easy and effective. You also need to learn how these sounds are created. So when to use your lips, your mouth, your throat, your tongue to ensure that the child is learning and making the correct sounds. So make sure that you're following the tips that I've shared in this video and ensure that you are teaching the correct sounds to your children. Thank you. I'll see you next time.